spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the Bucks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see it. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Tampa. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they had seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
First play, first pass for Brady. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
72. Hey, 166.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Bud Dupree's debut season in Tennessee was limited as injury issues got to him once again. The Titans, they're hoping if he can play a full 17 this year, he'll get back to the form that he showed in Pittsburgh.
No, 66. Alert.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Tannehill. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just
looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Tannehill rolling to his left. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you home.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Henry Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the gut, Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 56. Regular.
To throw is Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Personally, or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, as time expires in the first half. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what?
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First down, here's White. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Brady to throw. throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Succop's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around and making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third down, it's Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Brady gives this to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. On play action, now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the...
Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a play fake. Brady. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, 40 yards.
And the Buccaneers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. How about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans
at their own 42.
They go play action with Willis.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To try again after the sack.
Willis.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. 3/4 in the books. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Room here to run.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Inside handoff, Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got Swain here, his tight end outright. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Willis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there? You
would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Taking it about the 1. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 20-15. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Willis back to throw here.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Willis to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs. Trailing in this one now. 90 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. To throw is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Brady to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin,
37 yards.
and the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
And the Titans getting set to go.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here's Willis.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, it's Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Willis, he'll look to throw it.
He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Willis to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Back to throw, Brady.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Finds White. And he'll get a 1st down here, but only to the 20-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
a chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, you look at the Ravens, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, and they've been one of the best teams in the NFL the last decade or so, and now they look to cap off a tremendous season.
And to your point, we have to remember that Baltimore Ravens history starts in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland. Since then, they won the Super Bowl twice, number 47, as you mentioned, and also Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone to a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady. To the air right away is Brady. And incomplete to open things up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Jackson.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. To throw is Jackson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The D brought the house. They called. Get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Get right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady
On the move to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady going to go on 4th down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 24.
And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Give him 18 on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. One quarter done, 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Second down and goal. Jackson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Jackson now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He's going to try and go deep again, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And
he's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And some room to work. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So it's halftime here on. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On third down, here's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it to Evans on the slam. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing him.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston able to put it into that play, and in so doing, puts it into this 3rd.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The safety safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressure.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a two-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 70 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Brady to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson.
That one complete to Prochet.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. before they're inside the 25. Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And they're remarkable.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nikes and Kais. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in published states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't never get tired. Cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Fins and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Right to the air is Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So out come the Raiders. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Carr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. fake. Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Tua and the Dolphins offense getting ready to take over once again. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They're spotted at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Phillips now from the end zone.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Tua going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now Carr. Touchdown, Raiders.
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick.
There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr. Out to Cole on the right
side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground.
Now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than
So that challenge not successful there. That's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now a play fake. Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The quick slant caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And Drake is in for a Las Vegas touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Miami set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Carr going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Carr's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 45 on second down, Tua. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's second and 5.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Carr going to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So Tua and the Dolphins down 24-17. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. First and 10. Here's Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, they run with Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Tua to throw.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And my goodness, another interception.